And then they're like 7 inches tall, but they're 16 inches lower. Clean their windows, they can lift this piece right up. Odd colors in here is that they wanted, going for a shabby chic kind of look. And we decided we'd do white to help bring that kind of style out. So what I'm going to end up doing is painting these white, but then I'm going to be hitting them and dinging them and, I don't know, somehow distressing them. And I want a bunch of different colors coming out. I got some reds, I got some greens, I got some blacks, some oranges in there, just to kind of give it a bit of hint of color. And then what we really need to do, and what I hope to get done today, is one of these is going to be wrapped with vines and flowers, or roses. I might just do roses. Gosh, I thought about that last night. I thought that would look awesome. Vines of some sort, roses or regular vines with flowers, and a bunch of hummingbirds. And one of these is going to be wrapped with, actually no, it's going to be calla lilies with the hummingbirds, and the other one's going to be either roses or vines with dragonflies, which I've done a lot of hummingbirds. I haven't done a lot of dragonflies, so it should look really cool. Hummingbirds, and then I hope dragonflies. That's made it. They don't look like that hard. Because I've done it before, you know, the calla lily kind of thing. I put a hummingbird inside there. Got some stars. Let's do a quick little search here. Oh, do some research. A couple of things. Calla lily shape. You got a little lobe here, and that comes up to a point, and then there's, you know, here. Gives you that opening in here. These are like banana leaves. That's weird. So that comes off of just a regular straight stalk, and then there's like one or two banana leaves that come up. You know, they're kind of pretty simple leaves, but they're rolled in like that. Here actually needs to come from the bottom, so we'll bring them up in kind of a fan motion like that. Okay, got it. So they'll come up from the base. Calla lily, calla lily, calla lily, calla lily, calla lily. Easy. Now the next question is, do I want to do roses or do I want to do freaking vines? Roses would be a hell of a lot more pieces parts. I landed at 16 inches. Alright, and then on this one window we have a set of stairs. So we're going to lose all of this visual. We only have this. And I want to put the cattail, I want to put the dragonflies on that because I can lay them flat, and that way if a bride or something's walking up and down the stairs, they're not going to get snagged by a calla lily, a deep flower like that, or the wings of that. So hell, that's it. I mean, that's the whole budget right there, is trying to make all the details. The freaking railing doesn't even count. I'm taking a break. I don't feel well. So cattails, you know, something. Here's what I ended up deciding. This is where everything turned into a big project. But I guess this is a when that one calla lily come up. So you know, we're talking, geez, 50 to 100 leaves in through there, and 25, 30 roses, lilies, 7 hummingbirds. What did I say? 50 to 75, probably. Oh boy, probably. Let's say 50. That's a lot. Leaves. fly shouldn't be too hard. You got, you know, round head, a thorax, and a very long tapered tail. That shouldn't be too hard to forge. I might use a welder and just throw a couple of eyeballs on there just to give it that dimension. The wings are pretty straightforward, so I think I can pull that off in a minute. Round these corners up more than I actually did. Let's give that a go and see what happens. Oh, show. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to round it off. So again, just roll these out. Little calla lily out of it. You can do about cutting out some rose petals. Let's say 30, 40 of them. 5 petals. Maybe 4 petals each, that's 10 flowers. I'm skeptical about my roses, so I'm going to make one up just to make sure that my concept will work. So, do a good job for that. I just did these, right? And the propane forge, I forgot I put my lunch in there. She'd be a little toasty on the other side. I haven't stopped for lunch. It's already dinner time. But we can salvage it. All that cooking. Oh boy. Alright. To go to. Stands off pretty far. Yeah, maybe it'll look pretty well. Cut the sucker. It cups. Alright. Take you along for a couple more. Yeah. Get that first one to curve, otherwise the other one won't. I'll tell you what, this is settling torch, so you gotta watch your heat. And your fingers, as a matter of fact. As I just learned recently. My fingers across the tip of the torch and it didn't take too long to cook them. So what have I burnt today? I burnt my lunch, which I never really ate, and my fingers. Oh, I'm on stinking day. I don't get that. They sure are pretty, but I don't know if they're worth the time I'm putting into them, that's for sure. And if you think about it, how much do you think each one of these roses would be worth? I didn't know I was going to do roses, so obviously I didn't estimate that in the project. I just knew I'd do something that I'd be happy with. And I could probably be happy with whatever their budget was at the time. There's something better than nothing, right? So I figured I could probably pull something off that would make me happy in their budget. And I don't think it was roses. It was just vines. But I'll tell you, I've always wanted to do like a hell of a lot of roses on something. So I would say this is probably the project to do it on. Given the fact that a lot of people are going to see it. I hope. That's always the hope. I'll tell you, if I didn't know that I was wasting acetylene and oxygen right now, I'd have, this is a pretty relaxing thing. You know, some people would do pottery or something. But to turn this hunk of steel until it looks like a rose, I think it's a gosh darn one of those things, you know those things that people do, you know, like feng shui, what, I don't know, things people do to pretend that they're happy. But when you see something beautiful like a freaking rose turn out of a piece of metal, damn it, tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. One more right there. I think I'm okay with it. Now I just go back and I just roll. Like I pick an edge and I roll one out like that. Not the whole flower, just the edge of the petal. That's where these things come in handy. From around the outside. Wherever you want. Now I sound like Bob Ross. Yeah, it's your rose. Can be whatever you want. Whatever you feel that rose should be doing. One more little roll. Oh, no, two rolls. There we go. This son of a bitch looks like a rose to me. I hope you can see that. I don't know if you spent, how much of the day you spent with him. He spent the whole day with me, but I don't know how much I got on tape. I mean, we painted those, but still, all of that time, and I made 20 roses, 20 freaking roses. Jeez Louise, and they're gonna be beautiful, but it's just crazy much work, and I don't even know if 20 is enough. Go on dragging. If you found this video helpful, educational, maybe even if you just found it entertaining, and you want to support me, you can jump back to my channel. There's a button on the right hand side of the screen called support, and it's kind of like a tip jar. You can go ahead and leave channel a tip for this video, and that'll help me make some more, I guarantee. Thanks for your support as always.